Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
They won't. They
And
won't. That
obviously,
one go.
so I don't know if you guys ever heard me expound on that verse when Jesus says, for thou art Peter, and upon this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. 90% of Christians say, oh, the gates of hell is not going to prevail against the church. The church is not the antecedent of that sentence. Look what he's saying. Jesus is speaking. He says, thou art Peter. He's talking to Peter. Thou art Peter upon this rock, talking about himself, upon this rock. So the word rock, that's the antecedent. That's the subject of the sentence. Jesus Christ being the rock is the subject of the sentence. Now let's quote it out again. Thou art Peter, and upon this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Against what's the it? Is it the rock or the church? Well, if you say the church, like 90% of Christians, then you have the church going into hell because the gates of hell shall not prevail against the church. No, the church is not going to hell. But who did? The rock, Jesus Christ, descended into the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights, and the gates of hell did not prevail against the rock, Jesus Christ. And then in First Corinthians 10:4, Paul clears that up. He says, we all ate and drank from that spiritual rock, and that rock was Christ. But talking about different rocks, Deuteronomy 32 is a good one because it talks about 2 different rocks, and then it talks about 2 different wines. So Deuteronomy 32, I believe it's 30. We're going to start in 31. This is the difference between a Christian's rock, who is Jesus Christ, and a Catholic's rock, who is Peter. Here we go, 31. For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. Now watch this, talking about wine. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Now watch this. Their grapes are grapes of gall, that's fermented. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps. Is not this laid up in store with me and sealed up among my treasures? To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time. They're going to be backsliders, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. So I would show them right there. Their rock is not as our rock. Their vine is not our vine. Their grapes are not our grapes. And watch this. I would also take them to the book of Hebrews, where the Bible says, it talks about Jesus Christ offering up one sacrifice for sin forever. And it says there are priests that offer up the same sacrifices daily that can never take away sins. They got a different wine, a different vine, a different grape, a different rock, and a different sacrifice in a different gospel.
Right.
I literally just stopped in my tracks when you said Jesus, the rock, is the antecedent to the gates of hell. I'd not heard that before. And another thing about that is, he says, "Upon this rock I will build my
Amen.
church."
And what did Paul say? No other foundation can any man lay than that which is laid, and the foundation is who?
Well, it says
Jesus Christ
is the chief cornerstone.
So here's the thing. So he's the foundation.